Bienvenido a El Crítico de Lenguas, la programa que tiene la desinformación de tu lengua favorita. Hoy lo revisaremos español. But before we get into the video, let me teach you a phrase that you will never stop hearing in this video. Say it with me. Spanish is a worse version of Italian. Anyways, stop. Grammar time. Spanish is like Italian in its grammar, but different words are masculine or feminine, like pasto versus comida and cuchillo versus cuchara. But the plurals are simpler, so it's just boring. Say it with me. Spanish is a worse version of Italian. But that's not all. I have one thing to ask. Why? Why is we, nosotros, why so long, conjugated with amos and íamos, which would make sense if it was an S being used to pluralize it. But they, ellos, isn't conjugated ans or ians, but rather just an and ian. And where is plural second person? That might just be with this, like the chart, but I don't know. Say it with me. Spanish is a worse version of Italian. 7 out of 10. Historia lingüística. As a side note, why does the U with the 2 dots might not make the U sound? Let's ignore Latin America for a little bit and talk about Spain. Spain is known for its linguistic diversity, a bit like Italy. One of these is Galician, which, as all Portuguese people love to say, is more similar to Portuguese than it is to Spanish. There's also Basque, which is a linguistic isolate, also spoken in France. But we're talking about Spanish here, not Galician or Basque. Anyways, this is where Spanish is spoken mainly. Spain, some parts of Africa, Latin America, the Philippines, and parts of the southern United States. But here's the phonology. It's just the Italian phonology with more fricatives. Say it with me. Spanish is a worse version of Italian. The vowels might be the one place Spanish is actually pretty good, maybe even exceeding Italian, with E, U, E, O, and A. And I like the lack of E and O distinction. 9 out of 10. Orthography. Spanish orthography is alright, with A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I would like to know why the G before an E or an I makes the H sound. H, I, J, K, L, M, N, Ñ. I guess. Alright. O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W. Sounds kind of funny. X, Y, Z, Ch, Y, and R. I would like to know why the 2 L's makes the Y, but also sometimes J and sometimes Y. Also, why are there 3 different ways to write the S sound? 8 out of 10. Difficulty. Spanish is just easier Italian, so I give it a B. Say it with me. Spanish is just a worse version of Italian. Spanish has an unusual number of dialects. These range from Mexican Spanish, aka the USA's second language, to Chilean Spanish, which I've heard sounds unintelligible and somewhat angry. But here are the main dialects. Castellano or Castellano? I don't know. And Andalus, spoken in northern and southern Spain respectively. Canario, spoken in the Canary Islands. Sarahui and Equatoguineano, Guineano, spoken in Western Sahara and Equatorial Guinea respectively. Filipino y Chabacano in the Philippines, and our dialects are in the Old World. In the New World, there's from north to south Mexicano in Mexico and the southwestern United States, Caribeno in the Caribbean, Centroamericano in Central America, and Andino in the northern part of South America, and Chileno and Rioplatense in the southern part of South America, each being the western and eastern varieties respectively. Final rating. After much maths and stuff, this is the final score. Previously in second place was English, but now Spanish is in second place, in between English and Italian. I can't connect that to how awesome I am, but I'm still awesome. Sorry that sorry if I sounded kind of weird this video. It's because I'm sick, if you couldn't tell already. Anyways, do not like, do not comment, and whatever you do, do not subscribe.